Have you ever wondered the difference between like and love? Not in the sense of keeping two lists, one for the people we like and another for those we love. No, we don't do that. And when I say love, I don't mean romance. I mean something deeper, something spiritual. You see, there are many people I like, but very few that I love. And those relationships are priceless, the ones to be protected at all costs. That's why the loss of one recently left a void in my life. He was someone I loved as a friend. And because it happened over nothing more than a difference of opinion, I had to face a hard truth, that maybe the relationship wasn't as deep as I believed. Maybe I wasn't losing my sense of value. I was simply seeing the truth of it. You see, people you like come and go. Friends you love stay. And that's why losing one is no small thing. So, what is the difference between like and love? For me, it's simple. I like because I love although. See, I can like someone because they're funny or smart or interesting. But I love someone although they may not be any of those things. Although we may disagree. Although we may see the world differently. Unfortunately, that kind of love, the although kind, doesn't fit neatly into the way our culture keeps score. These days, you're required to agree with them about everything to be on their friends list. And it has a strange way of convincing us that the size of our social circle determines the measure of our value. In today's world, everything is about numbers, even relying on social media to determine our value, our worth, by how many likes we get, how many followers we collect, as if popularity were something you could measure with a scoreboard. And none of what I'm sharing here is judgment. These are just things that I wish someone had cautioned me about when I was younger, before I started confusing visibility with value. It's become difficult to understand the value of social media, a system that hands out the illusion of significance like candy at a parade. And you can gather thousands of friends online and still feel completely alone because your so-called friends wouldn't recognize you in a grocery store. You can have 100,000 people watching your life from a distance and still count your although friends on one hand. Quality has never been a numbers game. It never will be. But it's easy to forget that. You see, we're all hungry for significance. And those big flashy numbers promise a shortcut, a quick hit of validation. A rising counter feels like proof that we matter, even when it's hollow, like those echoes we've been talking about. And the more we rely on those numbers to tell us who we are, the more we lose our sense of self. Because real friendship doesn't work that way. It asks for patience and vulnerability and time, none of which fit neatly into the design of any app that I'm aware of. So we settle for visibility instead of connection, for attention instead of intimacy, and for likes instead of love. And like the proverbial frog, the heat rises, and before you know it, for approval, you start sacrificing pieces of yourself, your authenticity, your truth, because the numbers tell you who you're supposed to be. You trade your specialness for the approval of people who don't even know you. You're just a number to them. I know because I've lived that hollowness for half my life. I'm speaking now to the version of me who needed to hear it. I wish someone had told my younger self, your worth will never be determined by the number of likes you collect. Your validation comes from within, from your own self-assessment, your own integrity, your own voice. And to treasure the friends who speak life into you, the ones who remind you of your intrinsic value, the ones who encourage you when the road gets hard. Those are the people I love. And although life is messy, although we disagree, although we're imperfect, we choose each other anyway. That's what those few friends of mine do for me, and I for them upon opportunity. That is why I treasure them, that I don't just like them, but I love them. And why I hope they hear this as I speak it. Because true friends, those who matter, don't hear it enough. If any of this resonates with you, stay with me. Next time I'll be sharing thoughts about the barbarians at your gate, the gate of your mind, and how the noise they make is becoming a weapon designed for your undoing. Thank you for listening.